All right, workout worthy, welcome to PiYo. PiYo is a combination of Pilates and yoga, and ideally PiYo is done in bare feet. During this workout, we are going to lengthen, strengthen, tone, and condition every muscle from head to toe. Not only do we strengthen, but we work on flexibility, balance, and stability. Your muscles get longer and leaner, stronger, and more functional. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and use Workout Worthy to be consistent with your workout routine. Now we're going to start in mountain pose. Feet are together, heels can be slightly apart just depending on your anatomy. Kneecaps are lifted, inner thighs are sealed, and we are elongating from the bottom of our feet all the way through the crown of our head. Powerhouse is strong, about 2 inches above, 2 inches below your belly button. Feel like you're sucking your belly in and flexing through those core muscles as we maintain that neutral spine. Nice deep diaphragmatic yoga breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Nice centering breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's start with a forward fold. Elongating through your spine. Your hands can come to your thighs, your shins, yoga blocks, or the floor. We're lifting through our tailbone, elongating down our spine, feeling that length. Sealing our inner thighs, flat back, inhale up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair. Weight stays even through the balls and the heels of our feet. Powerhouse is strong. Breathing as we hold. And then adding movement. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. You can stay flat-footed or lift your right knee, balancing in mountain. Strong in chair, with or without that left knee. Strong in chair. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Holding. Inhale, reach through your fingers. Exhale, fold up and over your thighs. Inhale, reach through your fingers. Exhale, arms fold in flight. Inhale, placing your hands on your thighs, the small of your back or interlock. Exhale, diving into a fan pose. Very similar to forward fold, just depending on your hand placement. Breathing as we hold the pose, and then adding movement. Inhale, reaching to tabletop, parallel to the floor. Exhale, diving into fan. Inhale, reaching to tabletop. Exhale, diving into fan. Inhale, holding tabletop. Step right then left, and exhale, diving into a wide fan. Same hand choice options, your thighs, the small of your back, or interlocked. Flat back, inhale, reaching all the way up, toes angle out for sweeping plies. Knees follow the angle of your toes. Inhale and exhale. Holding plie, sunflower, flat back. Round and stack, side bend, reach, center. Flat back, round and stack, side bend, reach, and center. Now a warrior one, squaring towards the side, open into a warrior two. One, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one, and exhale, holding warrior two. Inhale, hinge, exhale, right angle. Start by supporting on your thigh. This might be where you stay, or you can reach your hands towards the floor using a yoga block or maybe even touching the floor. Breathing in this right angle pose. Inhale, bringing your right hand behind your leg. Exhale, runner's lunge. Head is higher than your heart. Adding movement, we're going to lift our hips slightly, gently press through. Lift slightly, gently press through. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From our runner's lunge, step your right leg out to a plank, and your toes are on your knees. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels press to the floor, hips lift to the ceiling. Elongating down your spine. Your head is an extension of your spine. Ears are right between your biceps. From down dog, inhale to prepare. Exhale to a plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale to plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, holding plank. You can be on your toes or on your knees. Opening to the front, side plank. Advanced is on the side of your feet, or you can modify to the right side of your right knee, keeping your thighs parallel. Holding side plank, we're gonna do an arm circle. Exhale towards the floor. Inhale towards the ceiling. Exhale and inhale. Let's change direction of that arm circle. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale and inhale. From side plank, back to a plank on your toes or on your knees. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay in down dog or point your right toes, reach into a high leg hip extension. Breathing in either option as we hold the pose. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, plank, with or without that toe still pointed. Inhale, down dog or high leg hip extension. Exhale, plank. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back up to our high leg hip extension or down dog. Either pose is a great choice. If your right leg is lifted, we're gonna slowly lower, bending our right knee. Step through your hands, using your hands if you need to align better. Runner's lunge. Change your back foot to the warrior stance. Pinwheel up into a warrior two. Breathing. And then adding movement. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Inhale, now both toes angle out. We're gonna do moving sun gods. Bend and extend. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. One more. Step right and left into a mountain pose, interlocking your fingers, pointer to the ceiling. Side bend up and over towards your right. Keeping your hips stacked right above your knees, right above your ankles. Inhale. Exhale, side bend, opposite side. Breathing as we hold the pose. Inhale and exhale. Nice centering breath. We're gonna go through that sequence on the opposite lead. Folding forward. Hands come to your thighs, your shins, yoga blocks, or the floor. Lifting through your tailbone, elongating down your spine. You might go a little deeper as we built a lot of heat, warmed up our muscles. Sealing the inner thighs, flat back. Inhale up. Exhale, mountain. Inhale. Exhale, sitting strong in chair. Breathing as we hold chair. Then adding movement, matching the movement with our breath. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. You can stay flat-footed, or the left knee can balance in mountain. Chair stays the same. With or without that right knee lift, chair stays the same. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Holding chair, reach through your fingers. Exhale, folding up and over your thighs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arms fold in flight. Inhale, placing your hands on your thighs, the small of your back, or interlock. Exhale, diving into fan pose. Adding movement, contracting the legs, elongating to parallel our tabletop. Diving back to fan. Contracting the legs as we lift to tabletop. Diving back to fan. Holding our tabletop pose, step left and right. Dive into a wide fan. Same 3 hand placement options, the thighs, small of your back, or interlock. Flat back, inhale, reaching all the way up. Toes angle out, 4 sweeping plies. One-dimensional movements, knees follow the angles of our toes. Powerhouse is strong. Holding plie. sunflower. Flat back, round and stack, side bend, reaching up and center. Exhale and inhale, reach and center. From plie, warrior one, squaring our hips. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Open, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do this one last time. Squaring into warrior one. Opening and holding warrior two. Inhale, hinge. Exhale, right angle. Starting up high, making sure we're in good alignment. You can stay supported. Reach to the floor, maybe a yoga block, maybe the floor. Breathing in the stretch. From right angle, inhale, bringing your left hand behind your leg, lifting your back heel, runner's lunge. Head is higher than your heart. We're going to add movement to runner's lunge, lifting our hips slightly, gently pressing through. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. From runner's lunge, extend your left leg out to plank. On your toes or on your knees, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale. Exhale, reaching to plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Let's do this one more time. Reaching to down dog. Holding plank. On your toes or on your knees, and then opening to side plank. Remember, advanced is here. You can modify to the left side of your left knee, keeping your thighs parallel. We're gonna hold our side plank, arm circles. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, and inhale. Let's change direction. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Hold one last breath in our side plank. From side plank, plank. On your toes or on your knees, inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can stay in down dog or point your left toes. Reach into a high leg hip extension. Feeling that length, feeling that stretch from either position. Inhale. And then exhale, plank, with or without your left toe pointed. Inhale, down dog or high leg. Exhale, plank, with or without that left toe pointed. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Now lifting, you're gonna hold either down dog or high leg hip extension. Left leg is lifted, slowly lower, bending your left knee. Step through your hands back to runner's lunge. Use your hands if you need to align better. Changing your back foot to that warrior stance. Pinwheel up, warrior two. Breathing as we hold. Then adding movement. Extend and bend. Inhale and exhale. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. Toes angle out into moving sun gods. Bend and extend. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Step left and right into mountain, interlocking your fingers, pointer to the ceiling. Side bend, up and over. Feeling that length. Inhale, exhale, side bend, up and over. Inhale and exhale, nice centering breath. Inhale and exhale, great job. Now we're gonna come towards the back of our mat. You want enough room that you can walk out to a plank, starting in our mountain pose. Centering breath, inhale up and exhale. Folding forward, inhale, reach. Exhale. Hold one breath in forward fold. Right hand leads, 3 presses to plank. Right, left, right. On your toes or on your knees, hold plank. Or 1 to 2. Close grip tricep push-ups. Down dog, feeling that length. Walking your hands, 3 presses. Right, left, right, back to forward fold. Holding 1 breath and ragdoll. Centering breath. Okay, we're gonna do that sequence. You can stay with that traditional option. I'm gonna move forward a little bit because I'm gonna add a warrior 3 to this challenge. Inhale, with or without your left leg coming back. Exhale to either a forward fold or warrior 3, reaching head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, exhale, holding forward fold or diving into a standing split. Breathing. Right hand leads, 3 presses out to plank, right, left, right, on your toes or on your knees, with or without your left toe still pointed. You can hold, or you can do 1 to 2, close grip tricep push-ups. Reaching, down dog or high leg hip extension. Right hand leads, 3 presses to either a forward fold or a standing split. If your left leg is lifted, lower down, sealing the inner thighs, ragdoll. Centering breath, inhale up, and exhale. We're gonna do that same sequence 1 more time. Inhale, with or without that left leg coming back. Exhale, forward fold or warrior 3. Feeling that length. Inhale, exhale, holding forward fold or diving into a standing split. Right hand leads, 3 presses, right, left, right, on your toes or on your knees, holding, or 1 to 2, close grip tricep push-ups. Down dog or high leg hip extension. Walking your hands, 3 presses, right, left, right, to a forward fold or standing split. If your left leg's lifted, lower it down, ragdoll. Centering breath. Inhale, with or without that left leg coming back. We're gonna do just the beginning portion of this to get to the floor. Exhale, forward fold or warrior 3. Inhale, exhale, holding forward fold or diving into a standing split. Right hand leads, 3 presses. On your toes or on your knees, with or without your left toe pointed. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can stay in down dog or point those left toes, reaching to a high leg hip extension. If your left leg's lifted, slowly lower, bending that left knee, stepping through your hands into a runner's lunge. Change your back foot to the warrior stance, and we are going to reach our arms forward like we're holding a ball, lifting up into a warrior 2. We're gonna exhale, side bend towards the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Let's do 1 more each way. Exhale, and inhale, feeling that length. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, releasing your arms, adding movement. Extend your knee, and bend. Reach, and lower. Reach, and lower. Reach, and lower. Now inhale, holding your legs straight, hinge forward, and then exhale to a triangle. Hand can be on your thigh, on your shin, on a yoga block, or on the floor. Holding 1 breath. And then from triangle, bring your left hand behind your leg. Exhale as your right hand squares to a pyramid. Holding 1 breath. You can stay in pyramid, or you can keep progressing, bringing your left hand to your hip or the ceiling in a reverse triangle pose. Holding 1 breath. Then soften your left knee. Bring your left hand behind. Right hand reaches up to a reverse warrior, holding one breath. Inhale. Exhale, we are back to warrior two. And we're gonna go through this flow, a little bit more vinyasa. From warrior two, inhale, extend and hinge. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, hand comes behind. Exhale, pyramid. Holding pyramid or reverse triangle. Then softening your knee, reaching up, reverse warrior. Opening into warrior two. Same thing again. Inhale, extend and hinge. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, hand behind. Exhale, pyramid. Holding pyramid or reverse triangle. Softening your knee, reaching to reverse warrior, and then opening to warrior two. Last time for this flow. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, hand behind. Exhale, pyramid. Holding pyramid or reverse triangle. Softening your knee, reaching up, back into warrior two. Now in warrior two, we're gonna change our arms before we add movement. Eagle arms. Option one, simply bring your forearms together. Option two, bring your right arm underneath so the back of your hands touch. Third and final option is rotating so your palms touch. Warrior two, adding movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Both arms reach up, interlocking, pointer to the ceiling. Side bend in warrior two. We're gonna exhale, inhale, center. Exhale, inhale, center. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Arms release, extend and bend. We're gonna do our moving warrior twos one final time. Holding warrior two, inhale, hinge. Exhale, right angle. Now you can do that transition we did in the first section where you go from right angle to a runner's lunge to a side plank, or simply place your left hand on the floor and step that left leg out to a side plank. Advanced or modified, and we're gonna mermaid. Sink your hip without touching, lift and arc, keeping integrity through that left shoulder. Sink without touching, lift and arc. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. Holding side plank, one final breath. Rotate to plank. On your toes or on your knees, inhale to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you can take this down dog as a stretch, kind of rebalance, or you can progress adding a one arm option. First, start by just simply lifting that right hand off the floor. If that's not for you, bring it right back. But if you can stay in good form and you want a little bit different of a challenge, bring your right hand to the small of your back. One arm down dog. Breathing. If your right hand is lifted, bring it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, plank. You can stay with this variation or from down dog to a tricep push-up. Down dog, plank, or tricep push-up. Down dog, plank, or tricep push-up. And we're gonna finish in down dog. Right hand leads, 3 presses to forward fold. Holding one breath. Sealing the inner thighs, ragdoll. Centering breath at the top, and exhale. That's our sequence. We're gonna do the same on the opposite lead. Our goal is symmetry, but you might not be there yet. These poses might feel very different. So we wanna do what works for us as we work towards symmetry. Centering breath. Inhale up and exhale. We start with a traditional Pilates push-up, that forward fold. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Holding one breath. Left hand leads, 3 presses to plank. Left, right, left. On your toes or on your knees, you can choose to hold plank, or 1 to 2 close grip tricep push-ups. Downward facing dog. Left hand leads, 3 presses. Back to forward fold. Hold one breath, and then right down. Centering breath. Second time through, you can do the exact same thing, or we can add that warrior 3. So with or without your right leg coming back. Exhale to forward fold or warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, holding forward fold or diving into a standing split. Left hand leads, 3 presses to our plank. On your toes or on your knees, you can hold, or 1 to 2 close grip tricep push-ups. Down dog or high leg hip extension. Left hand leads, 3 presses to forward fold or standing split. If your right leg is lifted, slowly lower so we all meet in forward fold. Right down. Centering breath. Okay, last full sequence on this side. Inhale, right leg can come back. Exhale, forward fold or warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold or standing split. Left hand leads, 3 presses out to our plank on your toes or on your knees, with or without that right toe pointed. Holding plank, or 1 to 2 close grip tricep push-ups. Down dog or high leg. Left hand leads, 3 presses. Forward fold or standing split. If your right leg is lifted, slowly lower. Rag out. Centering breath. Okay, we got to transition to the floor. So with or without that right leg coming back. Exhale, forward fold or warrior 3. Inhale. Exhale, holding forward fold or diving into that standing split. Left hand leads, 3 presses out to plank. On your toes or on your knees. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. You can stay in down dog or point your right toes reaching to high leg hip extension. If your right leg is lifted, bend, stepping through. From here, we're going to change our back foot to the warrior stance. It's like we're holding a ball, reaching up to warrior 2. Holding that ball, side bend. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Feeling that length. One-dimensional, both shoulder blades stay back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, arms release. Now adding movement to warrior 2. Extend your right knee and bend. Inhale. Exhale. Reach. Now holding at the top. Inhale, hinging forward. Exhale, triangle. Hand can be on your thigh, on your shin, on a yoga blocker, on the floor. Holding one breath this first time through. From triangle, right hand comes behind, left hand lowers as we square to pyramid. Holding one breath. Inhale, right hand can come to your hip or the ceiling. If this reverse triangle pose does not feel right for you, stay in pyramid. We're all gonna soften our right knee, bring your right hand back, reach your left arm into reverse warrior, holding one breath. Inhale, open, exhale, warrior 2. Now flowing through these poses from warrior 2. Inhale, extend and hinge. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, hand behind. Exhale, pyramid. holding pyramid or reverse triangle, softening your knee, reaching reverse warrior into warrior two. Again, inhale, extend and hinge. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, exhale, pyramid. Inhale, exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Warrior two. Just one last time. Extend and hinge. Triangle. Hand behind. Pyramid. Holding or reverse triangle. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. Adding movement. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Inhale and exhale. Arms come together, eagle arms. Option two, bring it behind. Option three, wrap it around. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale and exhale. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, now holding warrior two. Both arms reach up, interlocking our fingers, pointer to the ceiling, side bends. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Reach. Inhale, exhale, arms release. Hinge. And now right angle. You can stay supported or find your hand placement. And remember that transition, going from right angle to runner's lunge out to side plank, or simply stepping that right leg out, side plank. You can stay advanced or modified to the right side of your right knee. Mermaids. Sink without touching. Lift and arc. Sink without touching. Lift and arc. Exhale. And inhale, exhale, and inhale. Back up, side plank, hold one breath. Rotate to plank, on your toes or on your knees. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Using this as a stretch. If you want a little extra balance challenge, test it out first to see if you can lift your left hand. If you can't, put it back. Can and you want, bring it to the small of your back. One arm, downward facing dog. If your left hand is lifted, bring it back to the floor. Inhale and down dog. Exhale to plank. You can keep this flow, or instead of plank, exhale to a tricep push-up. Downward facing dog, plank, or tricep push-up. Downward facing dog, plank or tricep push-up. Great job. Walking your hands, 3 presses, back to forward fold. Ragdoll. Stacking your vertebrae one at a time, up to mountain, center and breath, and exhale. Great job, workout worthy. That was a fantastic PiYo lesson. Lengthening, strengthening, toning, and conditioning. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, come back and join me anytime.